Okay, so here's a video for the 2004 GI Joe Defense Mech, and with older ones that came out in 1994, these guys right here. In 10 years, thankfully, they did do a very good update from then. As you can see, it's a little bit taller. It's a little more slender, unlike before where the figures didn't have any way of moving the legs very far. These do move at the knee kind of like joint, not just at the top joint. So it moves at the knee and even on the hip right there. And so you can get some different poses. Let's see, like that, And then also, it's got little arm or handles right here that the figure can actually hold on to. So let's go ahead and get his hand held in there. Okay, so right there you can see that he's able to hold on to it. The other thing that's kind of cool is instead of having just something that comes down over their face like the other ones that just had, the blue thing across the front here and then a helmet that comes down, they're actually encased completely, almost at least, in, protective glass, it's plastic of course, but it's supposed to be in real life glass. And the other thing too is to be able to go 10 years in the future to these new mechs versus the power fighters, even though these are exactly the same size, same height, a little bit more slender, they were able to put so much play features into it. And I don't know that it will do it on camera for me, but there's like little built-in hydraulics, right here. So it goes, bends at the elbow kind of joint. Also bends at the shoulder type joint. And it even bends side to side right there. And again, it doesn't look like I have the missiles for this, but if I did, two of them would go in there, little button under here, push that, fires them. So, to be about the same size and be able to move a lot more around like that, I think that's pretty cool. And then on this other side, there's another button, and I don't know if it's going to do both of the things that it's supposed to do, but if you push it kind of slightly, let's see if I can do it right, then a little green light comes on and it makes kind of a machine gun sound. And if you hold it down, it makes more of a grenade type sound right there. And then if you raise it up, nope, same sound. Let's try putting it down. Yeah. Let's try and get it to, yeah, so you're hearing a machine, a grenade, and then kind of a rocket sound is kind of the third one. So I wonder what triggers the third one. Well, it's not wanting to do it, so hopefully you heard the three different sounds. And then it's got little hydraulics in the back right here. They don't really work, nothing, there's no can't seem to say the word. Piston. There's no piston movement in it like in the one that's up here on the arm. But It looks so realistic, you know, and it just goes to show that, again, that, you know, different incarnation, and yeah, maybe not everyone's into the robot aspect, but that's one thing I think is really cool about GI Joe is you don't just have the space, you know, side, but you also have the military side and the science fiction, and there's just all of it, in my opinion, comes together really pretty realistic. So this is supposed to be Leatherneck. This is the 2004 version of Leatherneck, but he's very different than what I grew up with in the 80s and early 90s, because normally Leatherneck was a much older guy and he had a mustache and he was just a little rougher, and this guy looks pretty young and has no mustache, and I don't really know how, you know, his attitude might really be, but again, that's one cool thing, I guess, with imagination, is you can come up with his own attitude and the way that he talks and all that kind of stuff, and maybe he's a new recruit and not the same one, you know, because I'm sure code names get passed on, you know. So anyway, so there's the 2004 Defense Mech meant for the good guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I almost forgot. I didn't just realize that instead of having a backpack hole, it actually has this kind of, I don't know what you'd want to call it, but like seatbelt type thing. So even if you end up getting a figure, which I know some of them didn't have it, that doesn't have a backpack hole in it, it can still snap into place. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, thanks for watching.